All right, well, it's mail time, and I want to show this one specifically because of a video I made a few days ago. Pretty big box. There's a box cutter for scale. Actually, it's funny. It's a little wet because it's pouring outside, and the UPS driver just delivered this. So let's jump in and see what's in here. So I made a video a few days ago talking about opportunities with certain sets and how ridiculously Crimson Vow boxes, yeah, those ones, are pretty expensive. And I said, well, if Crimson Vow set boxes are $225 and Crimson Vow collector boxes are $180, then what the hell are certain other boxes doing just above that? So what I did was I bought a whole bunch of Dominaria United. This is a terrible job of packaging. Okay, so void fill works if it fills the void. This isn't filling shit. All right, anyways, look at this. This is just terrible packaging. This is a store, too, by the way. This wasn't an individual. This is a store. All right, so this was, this is just terrible. Man, come on, they didn't even try. All right, so what I got here? I got 4 boxes of Dominaria United. What is this? This is not labeled. I'll crack it open. I'll show you. By the way, these stop seals, it doesn't matter if they're open or not. It really doesn't. If you're talking about crazy expensive sets, sure, maybe as a premium, but ultimately, you got to make sure they're in there anyways. Oh, look, more Dominaria United and more Dominaria United. So what's that? 12 there, 4 there, 16. And what's this? That is Dominaria United. So basically what this is 40 collector boxes of Dominaria United. Yeah, so, okay. Again, I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it because you know what, the opportunity here I think is great. Final Fantasy boxes are $1,400. Lord of the Rings Special Edition are $2,400. Edge of Eternities are $400. Spider-Man's $1,000. Avatar's $1,000. Crimson Vow boxes are $180 for collectors, and Crimson Vow set boxes are $223. And you're telling me these boxes? I picked up all these for $220 a piece. Now I know for a while they were a lot cheaper then. I still have some other ones I bought for a little cheaper. But supply of these is running low, and you're telling me that Lost Legends could possibly be in here. So right here, this box that could have a Moat, could have a Chains of Mephistopheles, could have an Abyss, could have another Tabernacle, and these boxes are only $220, but Crimson Vow is $180. Right now, the market is all over the place, and there's certain boxes I think that are not being paid attention to because they're just pushed off to the side. They're always okay. Now, I get it. There's not a lot chasing here besides like a Shelly and Lost Legends, but that's fine. That's all you really need to have is the chase card. Again, I'm going to keep going back to Crimson Vow based on what's going on with that. Now, $220 for these. I'm going to be sitting on these for a while. Now, it's funny because it's so ironic, I know, but recently I was making a video talking about inventory and holding things and having too many magic cards. Can you have too many magic cards? And the answer is yes. And so what I've been doing over the past month is purging a lot of things that were gathering dust, not doing anything, kind of those small things that were like one-offs here, a couple boxes of this, a couple singles here, all these random things, and I got rid of them. Clear up a bunch of capital, because what I plan on doing is really target, there was a point behind all that. The point was to target all these things that no one's paying attention to. I made that video talking about Crimson Vow, which I still cannot believe that I ordered Crimson Vow, which I'm still waiting for it to come in, but I still can't believe it. But the numbers don't lie. It is what it is. This was my next one. I saw a site selling these things for a nice little price. No, honestly, just below retail. So it's not like I got a crazy deal on these. I mean, I bought these like a couple percent below retail. But this way I opened my position in it, and I've got a lot to hold on to. So this is 40 boxes, almost 2 full master cases. 1 sealed master case, 2 unsealed now, individual mini cases, and 4 loose boxes. So some of these will go on my show. Some of these I will tuck away for the long term, because if we're in the market now where everything is going crazy, if everything is going wild, there's no reason for it to stop. And so here's my big theory on this whole thing. So August 20th right now, or yeah, I think it's August 20th. This will be released, probably a week later or whatever it is. But I thought about where the market has been going, where it is right now, and where we should be going in the next few months, okay? And the crazy part is there is zero reason, and I mean zero reason, for anything to slow down for at least 4 months. Why do I say that? So we're in August right now. We are, a few weeks away from Spider-Man? I forget the exact date. Let's just say it a month, whatever. I think we're about a month away from Spider-Man. Those boxes are $1,000. Now, sure, on release, those Spider-Man boxes, they're going to dip a little bit, as all sets do on release, and they're going to keep going up like crazy, as they always will. After that, I think we have, then we have Avatar November? What's coming out in October? I don't know if there's anything for October. I don't know. I'm not sure what coming out in October or December. I'm not sure if anything's announced yet. Whatever. But all the avatars come out in November, and those are $1,000 boxes already. So basically, any sets coming out that are known right now till the end of the year, 4 months away, are $1,000 a box. And these boxes are going to sit there for like $220. I think they're right now at $225. They're basically what I paid for them. But again, what's available is very low. I go back to Crimson Vow. I'm looking at Dom United. Now, in other videos, I mentioned Karlov Manor. I mentioned Aether Drift. I still have the Aether Drift master case. I'm keeping that sealed. That can sit there for a while because those are already... Actually, it's funny. I made that video like a week and a half ago. They were $200. I paid $230. They're actually already up to $230. So actually, I'm back to break even on those, which is nice. So it gives me more reason to hold on to those. More reason to hold on to these. Also, in the past few weeks, as I mentioned, I picked up a lot of Karlov Manor. I'm going to make a video about that soon. God, the Crimson Vow. I'm going to keep talking about that. But there are some of these sets that were not touched. They're not even looked at, but now they're going to be looked at. When you have sets that are going like crazy, like pretty much most collectors now are like $400, $500, $600, and they're going up. But you have these other sets that are out here, $200. Karlov Manor now I think are at $250. These things are about $225. Aether just about $230. Tark here at like $310, I think, is a great steal. That thing has dropped since Final Fantasy came out. Final Fantasy at $1,400 is still a wild steal. But you're telling me these boxes with Lost Legends that can have tabernacles, we've proved that twice. You can have chains, moats, not just the crazy cards, but listen, I've pulled probably, I would say easily a dozen, 15 Lost Legends out of these boxes over time, over the past few years. And even when you pull a common, it's a really, really cool feeling. You pull a Moss Monster. It's a pack fresh Legends card that was opened, put in these packs. Once you get to that fourth card, you slide the third one aside, you see that old paper, you see that old card stock. It's a whole different feeling. Would you rather pull a serialized card or a Tabernacle? Would you rather pull a serialized card or maybe a Eureka? You know what I mean? I would take the Eureka, the Tabernacle, the Moat any day over a card of a serialized card that's worth twice as much because it's a brand new feeling of pulling that old thing again. You want to open a Legends pack, it's literally like $1,000. And you know it's probably been searched or the good things have been pulled from that box. Unless you're getting like a sealed Legends box that's going to cost like 30 grand. This is your best chance of getting legit Legends cards. I think that's a really cool thing. Now, I know Vintage has kind of fallen out of favor. Well, it hasn't kind of fallen out of favor. Vintage has fallen out of favor. So I feel like that's why these have kind of taken a little bit to go up. No one's really targeting them because no one's really focused on the old stuff right now. They want serialized cards and emblems and textures and halo foils and singularity foils, whatever the hell the cool thing is nowadays. I like the old stuff. And so these have just been sitting there. So I put my money where my mouth is. I bought 40 boxes of these. Some will be for my show. At least this master case will 100% be tucked aside and just forgotten about for as long as I can. Again, this is what I was talking about before when it's like, can you have too many magic cards and what's the purpose of it and all that? And when you look at your collection, your own personal cards or sealed boxes or singles, and sometimes you realize you might have like some dead money there, just some cards you don't care about. It's time to move those on and do something with a purpose. And that's what I'm doing with this. That's what I'm doing with Karlov, as I'll show you in a little bit. That just came in. I actually didn't do a mail day, but I've got a lot of Karlov now because I talked about that one. That's what I'm doing with this, is I want to have that money go to a purpose and not just be sitting there in limbo in some random box and some random singles or some random graded cards that I don't care about when I actually do care about something like this. There's more to come for some of these trash sets. But as I said, I'm a contrarian, and if no one's looking at Dom United, no one's looking at Karlov or Aether Drift or, God forbid, Crimson Vow. I can't believe it. I'm not touching Midnight Hunt. I don't think I'm touching Midnight Hunt. But we'll see what happens next.